Tyler Tigers, and welcome to another episode of Drama Time. I'm Miss Barbarino. Today we're going to be learning about the backbone of drama, and that is the script. A script is a written book for actors. A script tells the actor so much information, and it's really important for the actor to understand all the various elements within a script so that they can accurately portray their character. Besides having a script tell the actor what they need to say, a script can tell the actor so much more. For example, a script can tell an actor how they need to feel when they're on stage. A script can tell an actor how they need to deliver a line. A script will also tell an actor what part of the stage they need to enter and what part of the stage they need to exit. All of this information will help the actor envision their part and envision their performance before getting on stage and mapping it out with the director. Today I need you to put on your detective hat and grab your magnifying glass because we are going to look closely at a script. We're not going to just read the dialogue, but we're going to look for clues in the script that tell us exactly how we should be portraying characters. We should be looking at and looking for clues that tell us exactly how we should sound, exactly how we should feel, clues that tell us exactly where we need to stand on stage. Whether you are reading a script for fun, or if you're performing in a play, today's lesson is going to give you the tools needed in order to be successful. You can also use the tools you learned today to write your very own script. So let's get started. I want to talk to you a little bit about chapter books because there's a lot of similarities and differences between scripts and stories. In front of us, we have one of my favorite chapter books called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. And just like we would with any book, if we want to know more about the story, we would either go to the back of the book, and in this case, there's just an image of a character in the story, or you go inside the book and you would find a little bit about the author, the illustrator, and on the other bookend, we have a summary of the story, just so that we can decide, is this something that we want to read? Another thing that this book has are chapters. So there's no table of contents, but if you open it up, you can, and you skim through it, you can see all the various chapters in the book. And usually the chapters break up changes in setting, changes in time, changes in characters narrating a story. And this story is about the journey of a porcelain bear and all the things that he goes through to learn a little bit about himself. So if I want to start reading this book, I see that the text presents itself in a paragraph the way that narrative writing does. So there's information about the story, there's information about the characters, and we have to read it in order to find out. I also have in front of me the script of The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. Now, it gives us a little bit of information about the story, just similar to a chapter book. It talks about what the story is about and when the play was first put on. It tells us a little bit about the characters in the story, and it lists the characters on the very first page, so you know how many characters are needed if you would like to cast this play. And what I like about the reading of a script, the text is a lot easier to read. Each paragraph is broken up by the various characters that are speaking. So if the traveler is speaking in this case, his name is going to be in all caps. The capital letters indicate character. And so if I'm playing that character, those bold letters will point me straight to where I have to say and deliver a line. And that doesn't happen when we read a chapter book because of the way that narrative writing is formatted. It'll be very hard to find when the traveler would be speaking in the story. Now that we've had a chance to learn a little bit about the similarities and differences between a script and a chapter book, let's dive in and closely examine the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane. Right away, when I take a look at the very first page of the script, a few things stand out to me and I want to share that with you. I'm seeing lots of names in all capital letters. That's an indication of the characters that are going to be present in this part of the scene of Act 1. Another thing I'm noticing is the text. Some of the text is italicized and some of it is not. When we notice italicized text in a script, that's giving us information about an action that needs to take place. So if we read the very first paragraph of the script, it's not dialogue for the character. It's setting the scene, all right? It says scene. Lights rise as the musician, the traveler, the man and the woman enter. The musician carries a guitar on his back, and the traveler carries a large suitcase. The four stop and look at the audience. The traveler nods to the others. They move to their places. The musician adjusts the guitar and begins to play. The traveler removes a large china rabbit from the suitcase. The beautiful toy is dressed in a specially made, expensive-looking suit. The music stops. Right there, this paragraph is filled with so much information to dissect, right? We know that we have at least 4 characters on stage, and some of them are carrying props. Someone's carrying a suitcase, someone's carrying a guitar. They're telling us some actions the characters do. Now remember, this is all before they start speaking. A character nods, they get into their positions, they enter the stage. Wow, we've just unpacked so much great information and we only read 1 paragraph of the script. We have so much more to go. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Tune in next week as we continue to examine and look closely at scripts. See you then.